Thou didst plan to commandeer an Amaro for thy journey to the open sea? I fear the following dive down unto Excel's underwater abode will drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the tempest, and I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet, ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou thus conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. When affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee follow me unto the hamlets of Solid, which lie to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. Ooh. What is it? 300. Is there somebody inside the lake? The Fae? There, to the west. Canst thou discern the hump of an isle rising above the waters? Oh yeah. That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayest glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. That's alright, Urianje. You know, maybe you just didn't have the time to learn. My god. Oh god, this gives me the creeps. Oh, I didn't even do that. Fuck. At least I can actually see the bottom here. Wait, this isn't a fucking rock, it's a thing. Or a thing, it's a fucking... something living. Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of giant stone islands. That's exactly what they are. Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it just your imagination? Go from this side? Yeah, Shella. Oh yeah, there you go. On this side. Well, what hast thou discerned? It's just like the big one. Yes, yes. It reminds me of a certain primal. Was perceptive. According to the lore of the pixies, we are, even now, perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck, the self-same title by which we know the great feathered whale revered by Vanu Vanu of the source. I would enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and thence banish the water with an airy sphere, a liken formed to the domes which do shelter the hamlets near the Ruby Sea, neath the Ruby Sea. Within its compass we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves. When the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall, now I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication. Ooh, you're gonna do your supplic.
Wirsach, Bilan Bismail. fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alinal.
Van urs atslir, olfod thim, iri guath thi.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fae to know that didn't go well.
Did you fail all? There she is.
Oh, my snee yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can.
You should be happy.
Gers bismail win picked. Van dromi drom jakom. Van red rithje.
Ahai ona, sa hawin ulsk. Isnerim, sur no.
Why do we learn not to call upon fail?
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Lo fallo ruis. Van in narsitar. Dir sidagnai.
Oh my god, he's flying. Wonder, primals were never a thing here, were they?
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
I gotta see something else amazing now.
What the? Do you see that?
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Oh god.
Whoa there! It's not stopping.
God, I gotta run.
Run! Run!
Sorry about that. I needed a way down.
Vanana ana. Tilden sitok. Iri hal Jasny. Tagnai.
It could have been a little bit more of a pleasant ride.
Wow.
Under the water.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare.
Is this the last area?
In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Noret the Tempest. Oh my. Oh yep, this is the area. Oh my god. Full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his word. We are arrived in the Tempest safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett Selk, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For Nancy alone, it is of course a traveling matter to flee unto the rift. Yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible without a mortal in one's custody. Or with a mortal. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as the key to the Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboreth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them. In the event that you leave the area, speak with Inul at Venomant Yards, inclusive to return to the Tempest. Now, as for where we should be looking, I rather doubt Emmett Selk will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down towards deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. This is so cool, just under the water. The music doesn't change either. These guys gotta say. This outcrop seemeth natural enough. I think Thancred has the right idea, but I can't help wondering what Emmett Selk will be doing down here without the aid of gills and fins. The ocean floor is a strange place to be, of course, but this ether is like not I've ever seen. What is that? Big glowy thing. Was that just that thing? The gloom down here is so suffocating compared to that endless night sky we saw, but I suppose Emmett Selk had nowhere else to go. What about that large formation over there? Not out of the ordinary here, as far as I can tell. Oh, there's this thing. That's just like fog or whatever. Structures. Onda. Oh, these are what the Sahagin are, right? For this world? Around. Etherite. One looks. Oh, this one looks different. Because he's telling us about us. Telling them about us. The Fitness ones. They followed me. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water? Ah, so this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search. Thus beg you for your understanding. Chieftain, what are we to do? Hello. Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones? The mysteries have stirred. We have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you're not, I bid you leave. I am not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. What's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Ondo's local knowledge. Yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Would it be Excel's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return. We cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ondo refuse to speak with us... Sirs, do you remember my first scheme for entering Gilmore? How I had planned to ingratiate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondo? The individual I dealt with was reticent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach, we can build a similar relationship here. What kind of approach did you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. This plain our all too dramatic arrival hath thrown this settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them, they may yet prove amenable to reason. I smell chores, but very well. They can be done quickly. What do you think? What do you think? I have nothing better to offer, but I don't worry. But I do worry what will happen if the Ondo's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has a deeper connection to the Asians than first meets the eye. Warrants further investigation, thus I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. So, let's do what we do best. Then it is settled. Yeshua, pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see to fostering some goodwill. Time to do some chores for these people. Sirs, you don't believe who I've just bumped into. This is Posh Owen, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay in Yulmore. I waited and you did not come. Then the minstrel came, but his visits did not continue. I'm sorry, Posh Owen. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology? Perhaps. Where the dry return, a cavern to the north, is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, for we are the swifter swimmers. But now there is no water. We run, and they scuttle close behind, nipping and snapping with their claws. There are too many of them. Too many. I believe I can be of assistance there. And what of you, Cirrus? If you've not found a task, you are most welcome to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company. Where the dry return has a rather ominous ring to it. Oh. Gotta help. We gotta get goodwill with them somewhere. Where I gotta go? A 3. Gotta take out one more views. Come on, where are you? Where are you? There you go. You could crack their shells? You must be stronger than you look. I see you reached your quota first again. And shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number. My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward. Nay, partial one. This was to be part of my apology to you, remember? Besides which, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people. Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam aimless and lost, until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water, yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. Bared the scars. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters and predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern the truth. That the ancients has chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming and this great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design, you will find warm welcome here. A truly astonishing history, but I cannot help but wonder, how will the significance or otherwise of our arrival be decided? Damn it! Didn't mean to press that. Then it would seem my earlier decision was the correct one. We thank you for the lesson, Posh Awan, and we will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. Should return to the task at hand. Only do try not to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. I'll try. Serious, have you learned aught of note? Learned about the history of this place. Fascinating, and precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come. Where are we going? Where are we going, good madam? Now, there are two tasks I would have you perform. First requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Ondo settlement. Note their most distinctive characteristic. For the second, I wish you to use this knife to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Pray be as thorough as you can. Pray be as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigation. Ready then. Windows. The tall, slender towers feature many elaborate windows, the likes of which you have seen nowhere else. I wonder what kind of civilization was over here. You set the point of the knife against the wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. This will be for even the heroes this time. There's lights over there, unless it's just like smoke. Or something else on the distance. Not smoke, fog. Whatever is clouding up this place. Mist. And what have you discovered? Well, I couldn't actually scrape out the flakes. Yes, I would agree that the windows are most distinctive, so it would seem the structures appear the same to both your sights and mine. And you say you could not so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade? Well, it did hold up against currents. Sarah's, everywhere I turn in this place, my gaze is drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. The buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you it is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several mineral properties, blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkan Empire, once the greatest power in Norvrent, produced nothing which such compares to this level of perfection. But if not the Ronkans, then who? Who were these ancients the Ondo claim as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies with the reason Emmet Selk withdrew here to the Tempest. May simply have wished to retreat somewhere mere mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here specifically? Emmet Selk has devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of strongholds somehow serves the Asian agenda. Maybe 'tis a place more dear to him than any other. Could this be remnants of that fucking city that they used to live? I forgot what the city was called. You're saying this was built by ancient Asians? That is my theory. That these structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of umbral calamities, but here in the first they might have remained untouched for millennia. A copy of the mural in the Kitana Ravel. Almet presented it to me during my visit to Fano after our victory in Colusia. Here, in the first scene, by Emmet Selk's own words, it depicts a city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected? Yeah, these little arcs. notice that. We are close to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surrounds for another tower, one which matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, not more than sand and more sand lies to the east, and south have no such structures. I suggest we try our luck further to the northwest. Review the Kitana Ravel Mira at any time. Yep. The quest destination will not be displayed on the map. You must search for a structure which resembles the buildings in the mural and inspect it with a survey point. From the survey point we found nearby in a location which allows a full view of the structure. To the northwest. Oh, there we go. Did I pass this on accident? Oh, this thing. Yeah, the bottom. Aye, this is the mural writ large. Though I cannot guess at its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder. Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins, countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except a handful of Asians. And yet it did exist. It lived here in this city. But let us focus on what we've learned thus far. The Ondo chieftain spoke of mystery stirring a land illuminated. Judging by his words, he believes this phenomenon related to the ancients' return. Thus can we surmise that what the Ondo saw shining in the abyss was in all likelihood yet another remnant of this age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns, as Reen put it, than Emmett himself? Almost certain he is there. But if we are to find the stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Ondo's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Thank you for assisting me with my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Posh's Owen again, and ask if there is aught else he is willing to divulge. But there's all this shit down here. Ah, Alphino's friend, you and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? Are they the ruins to the northwest? Yes, that is the sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps were guided there by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you all of our plans to bring light to the walls. We might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. Oh shit, you in Tempest? Yep, I'm in Tempest. Finally figured out who the Exarch was. I had a feeling it was fucking Graha. Yep. Now the future that Urian J saw wasn't, he didn't have a vision. It was just told to him by Graha. Because he's from the future. I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. Live through the 8th Umbra Calamity, Because they they're working to, what's it called? They ended up awakening him in the Crystal Tower. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grenold. You will find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. This is where Grenold was hiding. That is amazing. Just wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've just got here. And also, I knew that mule that was being fed to the people in Gate Town was like technically people. It was people turned into sin eaters that was then turned into the mule. I knew it. Get up here. Oh, okay, that's what I get up. The racist houses in Tomra? Are you talking about the dwarves? Reynolds, you were here the whole time. Oh, that's just great. That is. Me mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Reynolds, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or it might be as you're a ghost, eh? Go on, foul shade, feast yourself on me, rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman what can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. That's an insult to bloody sea slugs. There are houses that are lala. Only you can't walk into. Really? Only the lala folk can walk in there? Well, Grinot appears to be suffering from crushing sound. So psych him up. You wouldn't be trying to raise me spirits now, would you? Spirit? Not what you'd expect from a servant of the netherworld. Because I'm not one. Lala only on your screen? Really? Have we met before? Well, I've heard of him. There might be as we cross paths back in the Crystarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Name's Grenold, and this here is meant to be me underwater sanctuary. A place where I can give myself over to me work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet here you stand. Now, what's so damn important that you dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? Ah, the Ondo's lamp. God's curse me empty head, I've not so much as made a start. What? Okay there, buddy? This is where we have to go do the role quest? Ah. I'm worth less than a sea slug, nay, the slime left by the sea slug. Me delivery date's long past, me workbench is untouched, and I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have ye? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance, and it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion, but I just can't bloody well. Me mind's bleeding blank. It's like I pissed away my last drop of inspiration. They tear him up, huh? Tell me, you got something to show me? Something as will give me muse a right good kick up the arse? Maybe? We all know want to honor the coming of these ancients, so their answering lights got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the spark of life cut in a crystal, but just being sparkly is not enough. Got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? Kinda? Sorry, I had to cough. Your note 6, a particular kind of inspiration, the kind that crystallizes only the culmination of a long and tragic tale. Complete any of the role quest lines. Oh, well, there you go. Looks like I'm going to do the role quest. Now. Oof. Wait, no, that's not where I go. Go over there. Ow. Alright, buddy boy, which one of you is my role quest? This fucker? This guy, right? Wait, you wouldn't happen to be my cat. Meow. Yes, of course you are. Just playing from the way you carry yourself, you're just the sort of woman I've been looking for. You're perfect. My name's Louis Reek. And I am a bounty hunter, but not just any bounty hunter, I'll have you know. Nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particularly notable fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have a mind to recruit. Feign interest. Walk away without a word. Feign interest. I knew you would be interested. And should the challenge alone be insufficient motivation, know that I have substantial financial resources at my disposal. You will be duly compensated for your service, rest assured. However, as much as I am certain you are the right woman for the job, it is only meet that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you will be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. What you gotta have me do? I just shrug like that. Don't worry, I'm sure we could have a little bit of a detour while the light's eating me out from the inside. Nothing wrong. Eating me from the inside. I'm sure I won't turn into a warden, a light warden before then, right? Ow. Ow! Hey, dodge it. Oh my god, look at this field. Louis Rick. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. Hello. Oi, my lord. My lord. My lord. My lord. Got your package here. Well done, my good man. And here's your payment. Oh, this is the bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it would take long for something to come hither. Alright. What'll come? What'll come? Probably gonna be one of these lizards. No, it's a ravenous Smilodon. Is this turkey some stuffing? Ooh, that sounds good. Fantastic, I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Oh, you just want me to kill a saber-tooth tiger? What? Closest thing here? Pendants. Louis Rick. Oh, not you. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good woman. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Crunch, crunch, snort, slurp, grunt. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Another helping? No? Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. This one. Andrea is her name, and she roams Norvrent in the guise of Rendo Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your head. Why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrent. Only you and I can stop her. She was a warrior of light? Huh, what an odd thing to ask, but never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Renda Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And for weekly raids, oh boy. Regardless of what the Warriors of Light were doing before they became sin eaters, that's what they are now, so we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? With pleasure. So begins our formal partnership. Oh, I can see it now, you and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. A picture of courage and camaraderie. Going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I've been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done anyway. Well, anyway, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Right. Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. I have a feeling he's not too good with his money. Hello. Wait, it's you. It's really you. You actually came. What? You told me to come. I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it? One of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Hello. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone, I would seem. Apparently there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. I'd be grateful for any assistance. See, I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment as promised. I see how it is now. Why bother going out and about pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? Not better to devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarang and the delightfully named Samuel's backbone. For in pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Guessing other people also did that small little test and just took off with the money rather than to fight a powerful sin eater. Brum, 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 brum. Samuel's backbone. Is this webbing then? Is that what this is? This is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samuel, but I see no troublesome arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I have yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah, nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the sands for the sin eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. Yeah, I'll look this way. Be too far, right? Spider, spider, where are you? These for the surrounding sands, but find no trace of the spider you seek. Any spiders over here? Is this a spider? Boom. That was easier said than done. That was easier done than said. That was easy. Meow! Oh my. Big old cactus. I get one of those as a minion. Nice. Hello, I have defeated the. Defeated the arachnid. Where is he? Oh my god, it's her. How does he into her past? There she is, the Scourge of Norvrant, the Devourer of Souls, Balam Keats. We bring this mark down, they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty, hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Linking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal, then we'll strike as one. So when is gonna give their scent away? Damn it, she's onto us. Don't panic, we planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Renda Ray brings her down. Go. Wait, not yet, there's no need to rush this. Oh no, they're gonna die. Sonnet, always so headstrong. Bugger be my head, I can't. Oh god. Am I gonna fight that thing? No, no. Come back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard. Finish me. So sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this. I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I do. Is that what she's trying to do as a ghost? Hey, what was that just now? I've had headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. By the gods, and I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Andrea. But you're also telling me you were granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Though, 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I've heard this tale before, I know it. Bah, it is a common enough sort of tale, I suppose. But regardless, she is gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishment. Guessing we're gonna fight either a Sin Eater version of that or just the regular version. Eric. Louis. Or Lou.